ask you about the first guy because he wasn't everyone's favourite, and I think even at the start of the season there was still a few doubters. But I think his performances of late have kind of meant that we don't have such a problem area that we need to kind of fully go for in the summer, and that's Eric Dier. Because I have to say, with Romero being out at the moment, at what could be the worst time to potentially pick up an injury for Romero, given the games we got coming up. Eric Dyer's season, his end, he has been phenomenal over the last month or so, I would say, isn't he? Leading that back line with Romero, making sure that, the team are not open and wide and nice and solid. He wins a lot of stuff in the air. His passing has been a lot better. He has kind of played himself into that side next season where now Conte doesn't have to think about possibly two centre halves coming in the summer. What do you think about Eric Dier and his performances recently?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's been amazing, and he's definitely one of our unsung heroes. There's a few, and I'm sure the other guys will touch on some others, but yeah, for me, he's been brilliant. And I was saying it a week or so ago about Eric Dier should definitely be in the England squad. And at first, it was met with a few hiccups, but then or giggles, shall I say? But then when I actually started breaking it down, and you say he's in better form than Maguire, has been better than Maguire all season. John Stones doesn't play enough or as regularly as Eric Dier, but obviously Man City have a much better supporting unit around him than he does. You got the guys at Everton, who obviously Eric Dier's had a much better season than both of those centre backs. Tyrone Mings, how the hell is he in front of Eric Dier? And even Connor Cody, Eric Dier for me is a much better centre half than him, and he's performing in a team that is actually doing well, playing for something, and he's, like you said, Carl, he's been instrumental in that. When the news came out that Romero was out of the North London derby, it sent tremors and shockwaves through the whole of our fan base, and we were all. I think that was the only time I was worried. I was so confident going into that game, nothing but a W, nothing but 3 points. But Romero being out, and he kind of kept it on the hush. There was a few little murmurs, but most people didn't see it coming, and that shook me. And I was like, shit. For the first time, I was worried that Arsenal might get something out of this game. But to be fair, Davinson Sanchez, after the first 10, 15 minutes, he looked good. But I think it's because of Eric Dyer's calmness around him. And as you said, Carl, when he's on the pitch, he's pushing everyone up. He's shouting and barking orders at people. He doesn't let anyone get complacent. And above all and beyond all of that, he wins his aerial battles. He's reading the game a lot better. You're not seeing him, getting turning off and people running in behind him. He's not getting twist and turned defensively. He's just become a really good defender, if I'm being honest. And I don't want to jinx it, but yeah, long may it continue. He definitely has been one of our players of the season. 100% should be in the England team. If he isn't, so be it. Maybe he needs that hunger to keep him going, because sometimes players, when they do get that nod of selection, they can kind of like rest on the laurels and think they've made it again. But so far for me, he's been excellent. And yeah, there's definitely other areas we need to